Time to pop up. Unfortunately, doesn't get anybody, and he's going to be knocked.
And waited just a little bit too long there, as now we have the final two, ladies and gentlemen. We got RRQ versus LH Douyu. Let us know who you think is going to win this game, because LH Douyu is now going for the push. They only have two players. One of them gets knocked from this side. RRQ laying down, waiting patiently. Ladies and gentlemen. Today for day number one.
And again, here comes that plane, bringing it out into the arena. We're going to be dropping a package here to start off round number 3 of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9.
And look at that Samsung Galaxy Note 9.
Yeah.
My goodness. This island's actually on this pretty awesome. As we saw there earlier, they were able to pretty much throw out where they were trying to land. And look at this plane path right here. It is just pretty much going to be straight through the north of the map.
Is this even going over the main part of the island?
Oh my
Very
goodness.
briefly there on the right side of the map, but oh my gosh, you got a lot of teams jockeying for position down south. You can see LH Douyu going again probably to Novo, and this time they may have some company here, as a lot of clans are doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, and more than likely, we're going to see a lot of people just trying to hop on a car, and then they might try to go to Novo and also military base, or maybe even Primorsk, as we saw Hayro there earlier going to Primorsk. And look at this, BRK going down, but GT Akan also going down in the exact same spot. We were actually talking about this earlier. What happens if GT gets a bad landing and Akan, the reliable teammate that his team was saying he was, gets in the car and just goes away as soon as possible?
What I really liked about that drop was only one of their players went for the car. They didn't risk their whole team getting into a skirmish there. They sent one guy for the car, left the others out in a field somewhere, presumably, and they're going to go pick them up and head off to safer pastures somewhere where there's better loot. Now it looks like Team BRK is stuck here, and they're going to have to run somewhere a little bit, less advantageous. And again, we know from earlier games that BRK is definitely looking to Watertown to try to loot up.
Yeah, they keep falling here now 3 times in a row, and luckily for them, this zone is currently to their advantage. They are inside the zone, so they are going to get a little bit of time there to go ahead and loot up. But I wonder if this is going to change, right? We have seen them land here 3 times in a row now. If they don't start seeing the results that they expect, are they going to go ahead and start landing in other places? And not just BRK, also other teams. We have seen pretty much Cloud9 land right next to Evos, which at the moment, we're actually seeing Gang Angry get a kill there on one of the Hayro players, and he finishes them off right away as well.
Hayro getting another kill on Hayro as well. Kinris goes down to Angry, and Gankstars wiping him off the map early right now. Hayro, man, they finished 19th in game 1. These are the European champions, and they are getting hit.
This BRK is very aggressive, so they might not have that patience there that GT Douyu had.
Definitely. Gatka's an interesting spot for a squad fight as well. The compounds are a little bit unique, a little bit far apart. Not quite the lob of grenades as you see some other places on the map. But right now we're going to transition over to full send. Looting up here is exclusive, rocking the UMP. Still only in level 1 gear. But we are going to also take a look at BTR.
BTR, and look at this map here. A lot of teams still outside the A zone, in Galaxy, still all the way pretty much northeast of the map.
They're still looking at about 50 minutes for them to get to the zone.
And I noticed LH Douyu is still in Novo too. That is the only team that is landing Novo at the moment. Nobody's challenging him, so that's a lot. That's actually a lot of good stuff for him. And something that we saw earlier as well is that Cloud9 decided to not go to just Naya, and they decided to go to Milta.
Split drop Milta and Shelter, definitely.
We saw that a little bit in the NA finals. I believe it was Wildcard when they were just playing with 3 players at one point. They were able to just wrap around the military base and just...
They're trying to come into Prim without being noticed. They went way away from shore, so they wouldn't be noticed. They're going to be coming into Prim behind everybody else. It's going to be tough, though, and there it is, Hayro. And, oh, man, this is tough. Hayro absolutely destroying that boat.
Hayro jumps out. He jumped out just in time.
He saw the help on his boat, and he was like, listen, I ain't about to stand for this. Look at this. This boat we know is lit up.
Gotta watch out. He might be able to blow him up. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Fire up, being able to go in and finish there. Hayro official. he still has to be careful.
He knows there's somebody in there. Yeah, he knows there's somebody in the water. Foxer jumped out just in time. He knew he blew up the boat, didn't get the kill. And look at that. He just spotted the team that came up.
Huge push here by GG as they just go ahead and push that compound. Interesting stuff, though, because KWCD has the height advantage.
Justice with a huge play for Korea. That was an amazing job with the gross up from the top of the roof, getting 2 knocks there.
Bad plays there by GG as they just got absolutely demolished. They thought they had the advantage there by rushing in. Little did they know KWC had some people on the roof and just finished them slowly. Actually, finished them super fast.
Yeah, June coming around.
LH Douyu and GT Douyu being in the zone, ladies and gentlemen. So great movement there by him, great rotations.
Look at this
shot. We're seeing Carnage getting shot up. They have to go ahead and jump out of this car because if not, they're going to go ahead and get blown up.
I mean, this is crazy. They cannot drive anywhere without just being completely destroyed. And look at that. Car blows up. Rolex goes down again. Who is it? LH Douyu just completely destroying vehicles. Anybody that goes by is not safe.
C9 Sam
LH Douyu, White Sam
goes down as
Kodo.
well.
Oh, this is trouble again for Cloud9.
Cloud9 gets taken out by LH Douyu. LH Douyu wants that win.
They're
taking out everybody.
Carnage goes down. LH Douyu again comes out on top from that one.
And Torti here just trying to finish somebody off. Torti now starting to get shot from the side. He actually gets pretty much pushed. Barboza actually, sorry about that. He gets pushed and King is now just laying down as Torti is starting to push the action a little bit towards the top of that hill.
Appa's pushing the top of the hill, trying to finish off Barbarossa, but at the top, King is waiting. King misses the shots with the UMP, and unfortunately, he is another knockdown for Aaron Matthews.
And guess who's there to pick up the kills? LH Douyu, RRQ now starts to push up. This is going to be a good fight as RRQ is starting to push up against LH Douyu.
Another vehicle explosion there for LH Douyu. They're able to take out more people with vehicles. Pyra down, and Illuminate rolls up right on him, finishes him off, and the rest of Gankstars out in the zone currently.
And Gankstars in a bad spot here, as you mentioned, out in the zone. And look at this, LH Douyu now sniping people away. They have 10 kills to their names already. And now here comes the knock, baby. Just picking them apart from far, actually.
Impressive stuff here. LZD from Douyu just absolutely destroying from range there. Taking his time, semi-automatic fire, picking them apart. We got Ed here trying to return fire from GT Douyu.
Ed currently just waiting patiently as he might be the only one currently. Actually, he's the second one currently up from his team. Look at this, LH Douyu just letting it rain on him.
LH Douyu is fighting 5 squads at the same time right now. They literally have 5 squads on the ropes, and they're not even feeling pressure at the moment.
They're just backing everybody up. They're showing dominance, pretty much. That's what it is. They are showing them, hey, we are here. We are kings of this hill. You ain't coming anywhere near us.
Oh, look at the grenade coming here from G9.
G9. Is he going to be able to go ahead and get that kill? Here comes the smokes, actually. There's going to be a lot more smokes as he wants to go ahead and pick up his teammates and apply some bandages and all that stuff because, ladies and gentlemen, we got 8 teams left, 21 people alive, and the circle is starting to get smaller as Akan and 6 Scott gets taken out there by Douyu Ace.
Ace, I mean, these guys are racking up kills right now, getting knocks. There's another one that looks like 13 now for these guys. Unreal.
RRQ stealing that kill there from LH Douyu. Interesting stuff as they were able to pretty much pick up some easy kills by him. And look at this, CPT now going up against LH Douyu.
Interestingly enough, Gankstars did make it out of the zone. It looked like they were really out of position. With all the other fighting going on, they got lost track of. Zuxi getting knocked. Ever Fury taking care of him, and then Elusu as well taking care. There's so many squads fighting right now. It's literally anyone's game. They gotta find cover. Lots of trees in the middle here, but otherwise an open field. I think Smoke's gonna go to play shortly.
Angry gets taken out there by CPT-17, and there goes Ever Fury. Gankstars is now out, ladies and gentlemen. Higher placing than the previous games, so that's good for them. They might go ahead and get in a group. And GT Douyu just. Somebody's right next to him, and he's not even shooting. The patience on this man, it is insane.
Really good patience there from GT Douyu. Top of the hill. CPT in the middle of a fight right now with LH Douyu. We got RRQ, D2E finally getting knocked.
Now, interesting stuff here is that LH Douyu does not have the circle advantage to them. At least not anymore. Pretty much, they're going to have to figure out a way to get there as soon as possible. They got 44 seconds to figure this out. As CP then is just pretty much leaning right. And here we go. RRQ G9 knows that they're currently he's got LH Douyu at a disadvantage. So he's going to go ahead and just let those bullets drop.
Looks like they're pushing the flank on him a little bit. Ed still hanging out on the flanks right now, unnoticed. Trying to catch somebody by the element of surprise here. Looks like LZD is down, but look at the return fire right away. Ace coming back and knocking Lucio.
Douyu Ace getting some shots right there as CPT is also, they're pretty much just trading shots back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Now here comes the smokes. They know they're going to have to push. They're starting to push. They're pretty much picking people up as they're running towards the circle. LH Douyu having a strong game here today.
They still don't know Ed's there. Ed has not fired a shot. He's been laying prone. He finally decides it's time to pop up. Unfortunately, doesn't get anybody, and he's going to be knocked.
Ed waited just a little bit too long there, as now we have the final two, ladies and gentlemen. We got RRQ versus LH Douyu. Let us know who you think is going to win this game, because LH Douyu is now going for the push. They only have two players. One of them gets knocked from this side. RRQ laying down, waiting patiently. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. RRQ gets the win. LH Douyu, even though they had a great game, they finished on the second spot.
Against the Terror Squad, popping out of the windows of the buildings, and then they also came in and took out Wildcard as well with that aggressive push. So really, really solid game for them all the way around.
Definitely, that's something I like to see. That's something that we mentioned throughout the match, is you want to be aggressive. When you have people knocked down, you want to go ahead and push the action and finish them off, because the kills do come into play, as we just seen the Chinese teams get a bunch of kills.
Were victorious against a lot of these high-octane Asian competition that we saw in their regional finals. So they're able to rack up quite a lot of kills. But here are the kill rankings from that team kill rankings, even I should say. Overall, an LH Douyu 40 now in 3 games.
40. I mean, just the fact that they are worth 15 points apiece. You guys can see the difference between the top 3 teams and the rest of the field right now. That is going to be a massive gap to keep up. That's why I'm saying that the teams that are not placing in the top right now, they really have to focus on placement and quick, or this is going to be a runaway in a hurry.
And LH Douyu Ace there, just 15 kills in LH Douyu LCD with another 15 kills. 30 kills between 2 players after 3 games.
And a third one of their players sitting at number 6 overall in the tournament. 3 players from the same team, all of the top 6 in kills.
Unless you're from China, you have to be brothers with G9 and D2E managing to sneak into that top 10 as well there for RRQ. And overall, just such impressive play. It's rare that you see that kind of consistency coming into a tournament, but there you have it so far from our top teams. Looking at comparing these standings at the moment, of course, 16 squad kills apiece for both of these teams in that previous game, I should say, and very close, but RRQ managed to squeak it out at the end.
Are these guys going to get targeted in future games here? We know they've dropped Noble every single game. I mean, it's one of those things where teams start strategizing now to start limiting. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not playing to move on here. We're playing for the money. This is all the prize pool is on the line. Here are your round 3 standings.
And that's something that I am definitely going to go ahead and start seeing. Our team's going to go ahead and start just pushing them from the get-go. Not letting them get comfortable. Not letting them pretty much loot up for so long. And RRQ Athena getting 740 points. LH Douyu getting 605 points. Just insane amount of points by these teams and kills alone.
I mean, this was a massive round for RRQ to put themselves back on the board, right? Not only is it huge points for number 1, but it's also huge points for kills, where compared to the 3 top Chinese teams that we've seen so far in the few rounds, they were far behind, but RRQ is now managing to catch up a little bit.
Definitely. One of the quiet performers of the day has been Big Russian Bot. Again, hanging out at the top, little bit of the standings, 5th or 6th pretty much every game. Total score, though, here are your 4 top teams, and they have distanced themselves quite a bit. CPT still holding out the top spot right now by a fair bit over GT Douyu and LH Douyu, and then you got RRQ Athena right behind in 4th place.
We're definitely seeing this team starting to run with it. It's going to go ahead and turn out in pretty much the next game, and also in